So I recently platinumed Spider-Man 2, and while I thought it was a great game, when my friend asked me about it, I said, overall great game. I do feel like it was really similar to like the previous Spider-Man games. So now I'm gonna platinum the first Spider-Man to compare the two directly and see if my opinion changes by the end. And so we're gonna start with step 1, the story trophies. So this is the OG Spider-Man suit. Okay, I definitely do not remember this. Does it feel any different? Kind of feels the same. Now, obviously, this is the very beginning, so I didn't have access to any gadgets or suit powers yet, but the basic combat felt very familiar for obvious reasons. In terms of the plot, I was looking forward to refreshing my memory on what happened. I remember bits and pieces from when I played this on PS4, but playing the PS5 remaster should be a lot of fun.
Hi, Aunt May.
What is all that noise?
Watching a superhero movie. What's up?
I just wanted to make sure we're still on.
Wait, does she not know he's Spider-Man at this point?
Listen, I gotta go.
Does she not know? I forgot the plot of the game, or not the entire plot, but like that specific detail, and probably some other details as well. Does she not know? Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see her reaction. Shortly after the call, I get into a fight with Wilson Fisk, and have to hit a series of quick time events that lead to Fisk being webbed up and arrested.
So, should we kiss now?
Hey, yo. Putting Fisk away unlocks my first trophy. Knocking down Kingpin. So the first trophy unlocked. Let's go. Oh, and yes, I'm doing 100% all DLC included in this video. And that's going to require me to beat the game on ultimate difficulty, which is described as a brutally difficult experience. And I can only unlock it after beating the game for the first time. So for this playthrough, I'm playing on spectacular. And so we begin this story. And after fighting crime around the city, Spider-Man's suit takes some serious damage, so we have to fix it up. So we go to the lab to fix the suit when Dr. Octavius unexpectedly walks in.
Parker,
Dr. Octavius.
what are you working on?
Oh, just a side project.
He's about to find out. You couldn't hide it forever, Pete.
Of course.
Ha! It all makes sense now.
It's you. I guess if you design his equipment, you're bound to be a target too.
Oh, he thinks he's a designer for him. Bro, this dude is dense. You can now use tokens to create the advanced suit. So this is, yes, this is the one. This is the one. Hold X to craft, and boom, there it goes. This is the one we know and love. And so here it was just teaching me how to craft suits and everything to know about that, which eventually I'll have to craft every suit for a trophy, but we'll get to that. My next trophy came from me just randomly swinging around the city. King of Swing, what's this? Complete a level 1 traversal benchmark. I have no idea. Oh, I guess that's like the little challenge that the 50 XP thing. Just after that, I get into a fight versus Shocker, and I need to beat him for a trophy, but I got this instead. I got Spider Sensible. Perfect dodge, 10 attacks. Okay.
And who determines the ideal range?
Hold that, Shocker. Immediately, I noticed how much different boss fights are in this game versus Spider-Man 2. Obviously, there's no health bar, but the parrying mechanic from the second game plays a large role in the fights. In this game, it doesn't exist. So overall, I think the bosses are easier in this game, and so I was easily able to take down Shocker and get that trophy. We got Shock and Awe. And while making my way towards a mission, I randomly got... Wing It. What is this? Traverse across the city rooftops. We then end up looking for one of Black Cat's collectibles, so I'll have to track down later for a trophy. But for now, I got this one.
There. One of her cats.
Cat's out of the bag. And later on, we're at the funeral for Jefferson Davis, who is Miles' dad, which wraps up Act 1 and gives us another trophy. And we get Demons Emerge. So the demons are an official threat, especially after the bombing, so here I'm taking on a large group of them. This is also a good opportunity to unlock the 100-hit combo DLC trophy. Taking any damage ruins my combo, and my current combo is displayed at the top left. 60-hit combo. I can get a 100-hit combo right here. Come on, 80. $89. $97. Yes! So many hits. Oh my gosh, I've been trying the whole story to do that. Okay, we got that. The game also introduces us to Taskmaster, who I'll have to defeat for a trophy later on. But for now, I just had to stop these bombs from exploding on their targets. Alright, that's 2. There's 3. I got Short Fuse. Get spectacular or better in a Taskmaster bomb challenge. At this point in the story, we're trying to get the Devil's Breath back from Martin Lee, and during the pursuit, I ended up getting this. And stay down. Wait, what's this for? Complete a level 1 combat benchmark. Later in the story, I realized I wasn't crafting any gadget upgrades, so I went ahead and did that. The scientific method. Craft your first upgrade. It's kind of late in the game to do this. I just kind of forgot to ever upgrade anything, so there goes. Now we're at what I think is the craziest part of the story, where Spider-Man gets jumped by 6 supervillains, 5 of which were just broken out of prison by Dr. Octavius. This unlocks another story-related trophy. They all teamed up. The 6 assemble. Complete Act 2. Act 3 is about to get crazy if I have to beat all of them. But even worse, Dr. Octavius releases Devil Breath on the city, infecting a ton of civilians. May included. The first villains we attempt to stop are Vulture and Electro. It's a 2v1, but honestly wasn't hard. To stop Electro, I just shot these canisters that take him down. Destroy that. There we go.
One down, one to go.
Vulture is even easier to stop. Just web strike towards him and dodge. He's down. Let's go. Grounded. Next was the 2v1 versus Scorpion and Rhino. For Scorpion, I just web him up and then attack him over and over. Oh, I can web him up. Okay, perfect. Okay, I think Scorpion's down. Yep. So now I can just focus on this dude. Bring that box down.
Fist of Fury. Could just stop now, you know. I won't tell anybody.
Is that it? No, it's not it. Oh, I think that is it. And that gets us Sting and Smash. We then go from intense boss fights to a stealth section as MJ, and it was here that I got my 75th stealth takedown. I got Arachnophobia. And now that 4 of the 6 supervillains are down, we're fighting Martin Lee to put him away too. Just like the other fights, you pretty much just dodge a few attacks, then web strike towards him to hit him with a combo. Repeat that multiple times and he's done. I got him! Nice kick to the face. And that gets us staying positive. Lastly, we had to take down Dr. Octavius. The strategy for this fight was to web him up and then attack him, similar to Scorpion.
Just give me the anti-serum. You've already
He does throw debris, which can be thrown back for some extra damage, so I did that when I could. Throw that right back at you. I'm gonna have to do this again on that hardest difficulty. We'll see how that turns out to be, but okay, he's back on top of that thing. We threw the thing back at him, and we got another cutscene. Is this it? After fighting for a while, they have a brief dialogue which reveals this.
Parker.
How did he know?
You knew? I won't let you win.
That's crazy. Okay, so another phase of the fight on the side of a building. Just dodge and punch. Dodge and punch. Dodge then punch. That's all you gotta do. Dodge and punch. There we go. Oh! He really got stabbed right in the chest. And he's still going after the serum. And that is the end for Dr. Octavius, which completes the game. Unfortunately, May's condition is just too far gone.
Take off your mask.
She already knows, doesn't she?
I want to see my nephew.
She already knew, bruh. Man. That's crazy. Peter can save her with the cure right now, but if he does, everyone else who is infected will die instead. No. You can't do it, bro. That took everything in his will to not do that right there, bro. Bro, the amount of mental fortitude to not use the cure right there is insane. Venom was teased at the end of this game. That's crazy. We got Endgame, and that is the end of the main story. So I could start Ultimate Difficulty on New Game Plus, but I'm gonna wait to do that. We got some other stuff to do first. With the story done, it was time to move on to step 2. Cleanup. I'm gonna start by unlocking all surveillance towers. This right here is a surveillance tower. I didn't do too many throughout the main playthrough, especially the ones up here. I didn't even touch these for some reason. I'll start here and make my way up. And this right here is an example of a surveillance tower. So what I do is I press triangle to descramble it, and it's gonna bring up this graph, and I have to like line up the graph perfectly. So there it goes, and that's 2 out of 3. for this district, so I got to do the other one. And what it does is it reveals all the collectibles and all the activities in the district, so now I can go out and do those as well. And so of course I went through the entire map unlocking each surveillance tower, and it took me about 25 minutes to do this, so it wasn't too bad. There are a few cleanup things that are much worse than this. Okay, this should be the last surveillance tower needed to pop the trophy. So this one's like really easy. Just line it up like that, and that's going to give us amazing coverage. And now the entire map is unlocked. The next thing I'm going to start working on are all the backpacks, and there's I think 55 of them. Luckily I didn't need to look up locations because it's already shown on the map, and after collecting 5 I got a trophy. I got lost and found. From there I went around the city collecting the rest of the backpacks, and there's 55 total, so it took quite a while, about 40 minutes to get them all. Finally, backpacker. The next collectible was all of Howard's pigeons. Luckily there were only 12, so this was short, but I ended up getting this trophy for fast traveling while collecting them. Born to ride. Ride the subway 5 times. It's not even a subway. I just hit fast travel and that happened. After that, just got the rest of the pigeons and that was it. Pigeon hunter. But I still had to take photos of every landmark. Time to photograph all the landmarks in the game, starting with this one. I got sightseeing, and I still had to take more photos, but of the remaining Black Cat collectibles instead. Yo, these dudes are making out, bro. Get a room. Jesus. And not these dudes. It's a guy and a girl, but you know what I mean. Alright, now we can track down Felicia after all those pictures have been taken. Locate the hideout entrance. Is it here? Okay, here it is. Here it is. Oh, go right here. Okay, here we go. She made me a new suit. Yo, that's lit. This is fire too. I got cat prints. Thank you so much. Yo, I'm actually gonna wear this suit. This is fire. Now for the most tedious trophy so far, to complete all research stations. Those are these purple microscope symbols around the map. They're these science-based tasks that you have to complete, and they took me a long time. And while doing them, I accidentally got this random DLC trophy. I got grinding all the way, max out 1 benchmark type. Definitely not what I'm going for, but I'll take it. And shortly after, I finished the last research station. R&D is done. That took me a long time. That was probably the most grindy thing I've had to do so far. Now we can move on to the side missions, which was a really nice change of pace from what I've been doing so far. There's a trophy for completing all of them, but this specific mission was my favorite. That dude is really dressed as Spider-Man. No way is he about to take on those thugs. He's brave, man. I give him that. Whoa, whoa, guns, guns. Uh-oh, we gotta save him. There we go. Look, man. Wasn't it Uncle Ben who said with great power comes great responsibility, bro? And you're out here trying to be Spider-Man and you're a fraud? Yo, he's really beating up that thug over there. Yeah, punch him, bro. Get him. Get him. Hold on, I'm gonna let him fight. Yeah. Take it. Oh, he kicked him. Wait, don't shoot him. Don't shoot him. I gotta let him finish off the last thug. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. Oh, he knocked that guy out. Get him, Spidey. Oh, that dude's shooting guns. Get that guy. Get him, get him. He has a gun. Punch him, bro. You missed. Go, 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 go. No way. He's beating him up. He knocked him out. What the heck? Hold on. Spidey, where are you? Finish off the last guy. Yeah, he ran off.
Don't worry. I'm hanging up the suit. Spider-Man, no more.
Yeah, don't be out here trying to save the world.
You need a costume to make a difference. Hey, that's a good
Dude has a zipper on the back of his stuff. That's how you know he's a fraud. He has a zipper on the back of his suit. There was also a side mission where I took on Tombstone in a 1v1. I needed to beat him for a trophy too. The thing is, I can actually lose this. I'm not too good on health. Throw the bike at him. There's another bike I can throw at him. And I can throw the same bike at him again. Or it was just like a piece of it, I guess. We're doing pretty good, pretty good. Oh my gosh, he just punched me. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Oh, that hit me. Hit him with the barrel. Hit him with the barrel. Oh, there we go. We got another cutscene. And that gives us Tombstone Takedown. But I still had to take down these corrupted students for this last side mission. And here, I'd get 2 trophies. Whoa, plenty more. Look at this. Hold on. Use a web bomb. I haven't upgraded this thing at all, so it's not that effective. And they're pretty easy to take out, though. They're like 2-shot. At least the smaller ones are. Oh my gosh. Alright, they're all down. There it is. Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Finally, after all those missions. And I got schooled as well. What is this? Complete all the corrupted student missions. Okay. Now it was time to beat up a ton of enemies to clear the Fisk hideouts, prisoner camps, demon warehouses, and Sable outposts. These are all pretty much the same thing. You fight each faction for several waves until the end. But here in the Fisk hideout, I did try to also get Ace the base for completing all objectives in a base. Once I get the 10 perfect dodges, I should get the trophy. And what perfect dodges are, like, when you see the indicator pop up, I think it's when it's blue. So it's like white, but then it turns blue for like a quick second. So if I just dodge when it's blue, if I press circle when it's blue, that's a perfect dodge. So that's 3 already right there. I'm not even gonna attack anybody. I'm just gonna farm this until I get it. And I repeated this process until I got them all. Okay, so that's done. Probably could have done it naturally, but whatever. I think I need to actually complete the base for the trophy to pop. So we're gonna finish fighting these guys off. That guy just fell off the entire roof. Jesus. Yo, he just shot his own friend with a rocket launcher. He's definitely dead. He's not knocked out. He's dead. Last guy right here. And we get Ace the base. So yeah, I just had to finish the hideout. And now I have to do all those hideouts for the trophy. I also tried getting the untouchable Spider-Man for completing a base without taking damage. Any guys with weapons, we want them done. I can use this to disable their weapons. We don't want to deal with any guns, any sort of weapons of any sort. So definitely not shields. Shields are annoying. So I'll just take that from you. Thank you very much. This guy up here has a gun. So I'm going to target him. That's the strat. Just don't get into 2 big groups of enemies. Like, don't try to take on 3 guys at once, but also, oh my gosh, watch out for that. That's definitely a strat. Take out the shield dudes or any sort of weapon, guys holding weapons as fast as possible. And then just use your finishers. I think that's the best way to do it. Take his shield or just throw the guy entirely. That works as well. There it is. All the King's men. Wait, is that the right trophy? That wasn't the one I was going for. I definitely did that no damage. Yes, the untouchable Spider-Man. We got 2 trophies in 1. And the other 3 base trophies went pretty much the same way. So here's a quick montage of them popping. To move away from combat for a while, I decided to go for the Taskmaster trophies. Okay, so this is a Taskmaster drone challenge. Remember, I still need to defeat Taskmaster, but I first have to do this challenge. There's a trophy for getting spectacular or better, which here it says the minimum score is 22,500. Now, obviously, I'm going to aim for the highest possible score, and I think if I get ultimate, I will get a trophy, I think. So I'm just going to go for ultimate. Follow the drone as it drops spy cams along its route for bonus points to traverse through their blue connection field. Okay, so I just have to follow the drone pretty much. And I don't know what I mean, it said for bonus points I go through the blue things, so like right. Oh, I barely made that one. Okay. Just make sure you get go through every ball or every sphere, whatever you want to call them. Oh, no. I might be cooked. I might be cooked. He's getting a little bit too far away from me. Just catch up. It's okay. It's okay. You're catching up. We caught up. We're all good. And yeah, that's it. So what did I get? I got Spy Hunter. I was literally 500 points off from ultimate. I can redo it, so I am just gonna redo this real quick just to get the 40,000 because that wasn't too hard. If I didn't mess up on that one little part there, I would have gotten it. Okay, that gotta be it. There he is, Master's Education. I did better that time. I went on to do the same for the stealth and combat challenges and then decided to take on the man behind it all. In order to fight Taskmaster, I'd have to complete each challenge around the city. It didn't matter what score I got though. So I simply went around the city cleaning those up, and this got me the Challenge Finder trophy. And that is the last challenge there. We get Challenge Finder, but just moments later, this happened. That dude just captured us, bruh. Now we have to fight Taskmaster. Is this the final time? I have to throw items at Taskmaster to stun him and then, you know, put a couple moves on him. I have to watch out though because this dude has some... He's kind of cracked, bro. Honestly. Oh my gosh. The webs don't have much of an effect on him. He's like, as you can see, he's literally doing all this movement with webs attached on him still. Stun him. That just did nothing. I thought that stun was going to do something. Throw this at him. I can't do a finisher on him. Oh, he's down. And he escaped. I got Master of Masters. And I did just reach max level. So that allows me to unlock the last skill. Literally right here. Which is immediately perform a second finisher on basic enemies. Sure. That's gonna unlock Superior Spider-Man. At this point, I'm really close to the 100% every district trophy. All that was left was to complete all the crimes. Unfortunately, I didn't realize that these were needed for the platinum, so I didn't do many during my playthrough. So I'll have to spend hours swinging around the city to finish them. The good part is I'll get a ton of crime tokens, which I can use for upgrades and suit crafting. So I spent some time doing these crimes until I got this. Neighborhood watch. Complete all faction crimes in a district. With all the crime tokens I was getting, I was able to unlock trophies for crafting gadget upgrades and purchasing suits. Then I went back to the crimes and got a trophy for completing 10 vehicle takedowns. I got overdrive. And shortly after, I got another trophy for knocking together 10 pairs of enemies with trip mines. Hug it out, let's go. And after a long time of grinding out these crimes, I finally made it to the last one. Just web strike here, that's gonna bring them down. Web bomb. And now they're all webbed up. And this should unlock the trophy, man. It's been like several hours of me grinding this out. It's been quite the grind, but should be over with now. Yep, there it is. I Heart Manhattan. And that officially finishes the cleanup trophies. Now to move on to step 3, miscellaneous trophies. But there were only a few of these. The first one I got was for greeting 10 citizens. And this guy was number 10. Here we go. Spider-Man About Town. So I have to chain 4 unique tricks before landing. So I'm on like one of the highest points in the game here. I'm going to try to jump off and do them. I mean, the tricks in this game, they're kind of slow compared to Spider-Man 2. So it's harder to pull them off. But jump, let me see. Spider roll, flying helix, trick switch, and triple helix. And I got it, sticky and tricky. Okay, here I'm looking for Uncle Ben's grave. And they always do include one of these grave trophies in every Spider-Man game, which is a nice little trophy to pay homage to these characters. What I'm curious to see is if Otis Keller has a grave in this game as well. It's the same exact thing in this game. These two people, they're visiting Betty Powell, who died in 1864. She's crying as if she was there when she passed away. Okay, that's crazy. Okay, here's the grave right here. So, yep, Ben Parker.
Hey,
I'm gonna visit and get this trophy.
Doing my best to make you proud.
With great power. And then it came time for completing all optional projects in the lab. Okay, so I gotta complete all these projects, all 10 of these. I think they get harder as you go because the bottom ones give more XP. But we're going to start off with number 1 here. I'm not going to do all of them on camera, but just to give you a sense of what it's like, you just line up the parts here. So boom, this one's going to be easy, boom, and then this one, boom. Extremely easy, but they're not all going to be like that. And here's the final one. I was so close, but it was getting a little frustrating. Ah, like I'm so close. Something here is wrong. I'm going to try to put this here. Oh, look at that. Oh, I think I figured it out. Yes! I knew I was so close. I also had to do 10 of these circuitry-like puzzles, but I found these to be easier than the previous. If I replace this with this, that might work. Yes! A bit of a fixer-upper. Nice. Now there's just one more trophy for the plat, but I'm holding off on it until I finish all the DLC, which begins step 4. I started by maxing out all gadgets. Now I can craft this upgrade and get this trophy. Come on, here we go. Full arsenal. All right, now it's time to start working on the DLC. Main story is 100%. This should be fun. I've never played this before, so I'm really looking forward to this. It starts in a museum where Hammerhead's thugs are trying to steal a painting. Once they realize that cops are arriving soon, they try to get away with any art that they can steal. So we stopped them before they can. Where do you think you're going, buddy? All right, he's stuck to the wall now. You really thought you were going to get away with that. Alright, I think we're clear now. Turns out Black Cat was after this painting as well and successfully gets it, but then breaks it for a USB drive inside. She ends up escaping and that completes the mission. And that gives us the cat came back. After tracking her down, she reveals her motives for stealing the USB drive for Hammerhead.
Then why are you stealing it?
If I don't, they'll kill my son.
She has a son? Spider-Man tells MJ about the situation and suggests that he might be the father since, you know, him and Black Cat had a little thing in the past.
You know that she and I dated for a while.
Yeah, so. Oh, are you serious?
I mean, I don't know for sure, but it's possible.
No way! Nah, is he implying that that's his kid? Turns out there were multiple USB drives that Black Cat was after, so we chase her down to try to convince her to stop what she's doing, but also to offer a helping hand. Alright, she's literally just standing still. She's just standing still. I'm pressing R1.
That did it. Give us some time to find your son.
Okay, I can probably give us a couple days, Max.
But Spider-Man still had to ask about the elephant in the room.
So, about your son. Is there a chance I'm...
Later. For now, let's find him.
Come on, bruh. Answer the question. And that ends the mission and gets us a trophy. Here, kitty kitty. So eventually we get a lead on where her son might be, so we work with her to save him. Black Cat can help you take out enemies stealthily. Her current target is marked with press right. Unmarked enemies request a Black Cat takedown. That's cool. This reminds me of like Assassin's Creed 2. Or not Assassin's Creed 2. Brotherhood, excuse me. The Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, where you can like summon assassins to take out specific targets. That was like really fun. We have to do this stealthily, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. There's a lot of people here. I'm gonna go over here.
How about that guy?
Web strike. Boom. Got him.
Okay.
Take him out. Take him out. Nice. Shoot that box. One of them's going to investigate, and then I can perch this guy, and then have Black Cat take out the guy who went to investigate. Go ahead and do that for me. Thank you very much, ma'am. Black Cat, take him out. Perfect. And then now this guy's safe. And we're clear. And her son was supposed to be in this vault, but instead this happens. Don't tell me she played
Tell me you
us.
weren't just stringing me along. The kidnapping? Your son? That was all just a lie?
I prefer misdirection.
So she lied. Does she even have a son? Was that like an entire lie? The USB drives that she's been giving to Hammerhead were actually fake, and once he found out, he wanted her dead. No way. Nah, there's no way she got clipped. I refuse to believe. To be continued? What are you talking about? Wow, so they do me like that. That's like, are you serious? We got Bye Felicia. Congratulations, you have finished the heist story. The adventure continues in the next campaign, Turf Wars. But before finding out whether she survived in the next DLC, I decided to finish off this DLC's trophies. There are a few painting collectibles around the city that unlock this trophy. Gotcha. Boom, there we go. We get the long con. And after completing all crimes in a district, I got this. Disorganized crime complete. Now the last thing needed to 100% this DLC pack was to finish each screwball challenge. Here was the last one. For this challenge, you will be limited for the following gadgets, or to the following gadgets: Trip Mine and Suspension Matrix. Use both gadgets together to defeat enemies and earn points. I ended up doing the challenge completely wrong. I was still able to complete it, but I didn't get Spectacular, which I did need for another trophy. Alright, well, I ended up getting 26,000. I didn't get Spectacular, so I have to retry. But I did get Seduced by the City, 100% complete CTNS the heist. So I just had to complete this challenge for it, but I do need to get the Spectacular, so I'm going to retry. This time I would use the Suspension Matrix, and while they're in the air, shoot them with a Trip Mine that immediately zips them back to the ground. I repeated that process, and that was enough. Alright, and there goes Screwy. I got 69,000 that time, so I killed it. In the beginning of the next DLC pack, we're trying to catch up with Yuri, who we were helping stop a violent gang war. We need to find her in this building though, because she's not answering her phone. Her and her team were captured by Hammerhead and his men, which leads to a shootout, resulting in Yuri being the last team member alive. This ends the mission and gets us a trophy. I got Pulling the Trigger. Eventually, we're trying to stop Hammerhead's men from getting their hands on Sable Tech. We get a call from Yuri saying that Hammerhead unexpectedly attacked the police precinct, resulting in the death of even more officers. And this mission gives us another trophy. I got Crossing the Thin Blue Line. These events lead to me in a one-on-one versus Hammerhead himself. And he has Sable Tech, which makes him harder to fight. And he's got his goons on me as well. So, let me L3 and R3 here. Okay, that does stun him. Oh my gosh, he just grabbed me. If I didn't heal right there in the middle of the grab, I would have been dead. Let me try the electric web. Yeah, that definitely helps.
Knows how to wait till just the right moment.
Yo, she's a savage. Did she do it? Is he cooked? I think he's cooked. To be continued. All right. Of course. Whatever happened to Black Cat though? Oh yeah, he's cooked. He's cooked. They got him in the body bag. GG.
Who says he's dead?
Wait, what? No way! Is he reviving him with a taser? Wow, that dude really revived him. Steel Skull, Glass Jaw. I then did more cleanup trophies just like in the last DLC pack, which got me 100% completion on this one. We start the last DLC pack in a fight versus Silver Sable, who is mad that Hammerhead has been stealing her tech. After a quick fight with her, we unlock a trophy. We got frenemies. We end up teaming up with Silver Sable to fight Hammerhead, who's even stronger now, but it's not going too well. Yo, she's alive! I've been waiting to see. I almost forgot about her. That was clutch timing. Black Cat gives us a drive that'll help defeat Hammerhead, but Sable got captured by him, so we have to save her. Once we do, we fight Hammerhead again, but are more prepared this time. All right, Hammerhead, bring it on.
Use a little help here.
I know I will get a trophy for beating this mission right here. So we got to beat up Hammerhead, who's like entirely a robot now, which is crazy. Spam square, spam square. Nice. Fry his brain. Not gonna beat him up. Okay, beam him. Melt his brain again. And now we can punch him, kick him. Nice. How do we deal with his shield? Throw Sable's bombs at Hammerhead to disable his shield. Okay. Boom, there we go. Come on, throw me another bomb. Throw me another bomb. Yo, he just beamed his own dude. That's crazy. Come on. Bro, her ship is like breaking. I'm spamming square. I can't get it up. And, of course. What is she going to do? She's going to drive the ship right into him? Nah, he's dead. He's dead after that one. There's no surviving that. He's still alive? Oh, no. Yeah, his stuff's breaking down. He's cooked. And that's the end of the DLC. And that unlocks Terminated. I then did the final cleanup trophies until it was finally time to capture Screwball and put her away. Here we go. Yes. Unplugged. And the city sleeps. Lastly, I had to beat a New Game Plus playthrough and beat it on ultimate difficulty, so I did both together. And so I pretty much speedran the game, skipping cutscenes since I already saw them until I made it to the end. Alright, well, I'm here in the last fight in ultimate difficulty. I didn't really show anything from this because, I mean, it's just a second playthrough. And it didn't feel like any different from spectacular difficulty, if I'm just going to be honest. I mean, obviously, enemies do more damage, but like, I don't know. If you can get through spectacular, then you should have no problem getting through ultimate as well. It really isn't like that significantly harder at all. But after I get this trophy, or these 2 trophies for beating this playthrough, I am going to talk about the main differences between Spider-Man 1 and 2 and just give my thoughts overall on both of the games, because that was the whole point of even playing this in the first place. All right, and the game is over. We should get the trophies. There goes Power and Responsibility, and we got one more time as well. Now there's only one last thing to actually get the platinum, is to perch the top of the Adventures Tower, which is right over there. I would wingsuit over there, but that's not a thing here in Spider-Man 1, which, you know, is one of the main differences between the games. But also the swinging is noticeably slower in this game versus Spider-Man 2. There's less like traversal options, like there's like more advanced traversal moves that you can do in Spider-Man 2, which when I got back on this game, I definitely felt the difference. Fast travel is also slightly faster in Spider-Man 2, which does make sense. Spider-Man 1 uses a gadget wheel system, while Spider-Man 2 just has your gadgets in the bottom right. I'm assuming this was to avoid breaking immersion during combat, but I don't really know. I'm not a developer. There are no web lines in Spider-Man 1, which I thought was really neat in the second game. And personally, I think the MJ sections are actually more fun in the second game. And I don't know if that's something a lot of people would disagree with. I think most people would agree that they were more fun in the second game. As to whether they should be in any game, that's a whole different story. That's not what we're talking about here. But her face scan is also different. I don't know why they changed that. I thought it was fine. And obviously Spider-Man 2 has a much larger map because you can play in Queens, whereas in the first game you only play in Manhattan. Now for which one I enjoyed more, I'm gonna say for some reason, I don't know, like I had more fun playing Spider-Man Remastered than I did playing Spider-Man 2. Now I enjoyed both of the games. They were both great games, but I don't know, I can't pinpoint why. I cannot tell you why, but I just had more fun with Spider-Man Remastered. That doesn't mean that I think it's better, because objectively Spider-Man 2 is just a better game. Oh, and the one thing we're all most happy about that was not in the second game was Screwball. She was so annoying. So here we are leading up to the platinum, and I can finally be done with every Spider-Man platinum known to man. Literally, like every single Spider-Man game that has trophies on PlayStation will be done right after this right here. I just have to purge this, and we get Hero for Hire and Be Greater. It is done. Every single Spider-Man is done. I have no more that I can do. About 75 hours to complete this, so that's not too bad. Some of that time was just spent idle though. And if you haven't seen the Spider-Man 2 video that I put out just before this one, it has no spoilers. You can press here on the screen to watch.